Live for it.
The world is constantly in motion, moving fast, and it all runs on data. By the power of technology, we bring people together, wherever they are, and keep the data they depend on flowing round the clock. Our data center, cloud and mobility solutions support business-critical functions in the most innovative and demanding sectors, from genetic science and cancer research to autonomous vehicles and space exploration. We build automated data centers, driving sustainable energy, helping to conserve our planet. Our technology connects you to the data and the people you need. Safely, securely, and reliably. Focus, powering your digital transformation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Grinstead Hockey TV live stream. Today we have the East Grinstead men's first team versus the travelling Beeston on a very chilly evening here at St Hill. Still a good amount of crowd support out, like to grow as people make their way back far, but should be a cooking game here. Two sides really look to see if they can stamp their authority with 3 games left in the league. And your match squad for East Grinstead have Ollie Smart in goal, Alex Sheldon, Malcolm Curley, Dan Faulkner, Sam Knight, Hugh Pembroke, Ronan Taggart, Trevor Delora, Louis Tipper, Simon Faulkner, Archie Phillips, Dylan Holland, Kurt Vitt, Matt Blood and Tom Tyler.
And for Beeston today, we have Simon Hudgeman in goal, Jamie Rawlins, Toby Stanley, Alistair Adair Richmond, Robbie Gleeson, Gareth Griffiths, Ben Collinson, Oliver Ashdown, George Fletcher, Henry Croft, Owen Sutton, Joseph Paul, William Prentice, Christopher Curry, Zavax Corredo, Oliver Dunn, Dylan Linhon, David Love, Tahim Javid, and Jack Stamp. Those of you who are keeping up with the table will know that Beeston are currently sat in 7th position, just outside that top 6. A win today would see them on level par with Oxted, with 2 games left. East Grinstead down in 9th, looking to see if we can get our way further up the table and at least secure a 7th or 8th spot going into after Christmas. and both teams there just observing a minute's silence as it is Remembrance Sunday tomorrow, remembering all of those who have fought and served for both our country and the Commonwealth across both world wars and also other conflicts since then. Both teams now looking to get started as the flare smoke clears. Mascots running off, you can see there.
So earlier today, East Grinstead women hosted University of Birmingham in a very, very tight game. Players on both sides that have formerly been with the other team. The game ended with a 1-0 win to East Grinstead, a Bieber Mills drag flick. Scored in the last quarter as predicted by co-commentator Alex Meltzer. Good game actually, some good quality hockey there. Hoping to get just as good quality out of this game, which given the players on show I suspect we will get.
And as the cheers start from the other side of the pitch, we are underway here at St Hill. Beeston with the ball off the start, looking to see if they can get up into that East Grinstead 25 nice and early on in this game. And decision there going against Ronan Taggart as he tried to bring the ball out of the East Grinstead defence. It was a good pick just before that by Dan. And that's an aerial ball by Beeston, and that's a great take by Kurt on the far side to bring the ball forward now. Up to Malcolm. It's played up to Ronan. That's very... Oh, and that's unfortunately just too high. And the bouncing ball there picked well by Beeston. And Trevor Delora just a bit too aggressive in the tackle there, giving away the foul. Kurt Lowitt now bursting forward at pace into Louis Tipper. Oh, and that is a goal! Very early goal there for East Grinstead. That is fantastic start from the boys, just 2.5 minutes into the game. And goal scorer there was number 14, Louis Tipper. A fantastic start there from EG. That early pressure really paying off as they turn it over again in midfield up to Trevor Delora. Oh, and that's a very good tackle there by, I believe, Toby Stanley for Beeston. And that's just a little bit too much for the umpires liking this early on from Louis there. And the umpire's reached in his pocket and I believe given a yellow card to Dan Faulkner there. Oh no, actually, a 10-minute yellow card to Hugh Pembroke. I have to say, I'm not sure I agree with that one. But that is the decision from the umpire, so that's an early sit down for Hugh there. East Grinstead are going to have to work really hard now in this first quarter to keep the ball out, as Beeston are going to try and capitalise on the extra player advantage that they've now got for the next 10 minutes. And that seems like a sensible decision to clear the ball and just relieve some of that pressure.
Shout out to Sheller's granddad. Thank you very much for the comment there. Nice goal, Louis, as his comment. Thank you, Sheller's granddad. Great use of YouTube comments. Thank you. By the way, if you can hit that like button and subscribe and hit the bell button, everybody, you know the rules. We do the live stream. You like it and subscribe. It's helpful for all of us. It means that you'll get more live stream hockey in your YouTube feed. It helps us because we get higher up the feed, and we all want hockey to get more eyeballs on it. So it's good for everybody. And we'd quite like to get to 20 likes before the end of the first quarter. Thank you very much.
And good skills there by Matt Blood to win that foul with lots of pressure coming from two Beeston players. East Grinstead are going to have to really work hard off the ball to get something here. That's a good aerial ball into the D. Oh, and a mistrap to Louis Tipper again. He's in the D. What can he do here? And I think that surely must be a short corner, but only a long corner given. Louis Tipper definitely after more there, but that's a good bit of play there by East Grinstead to manufacture that ball into the circle. Just need to keep being positive now as Alex Sheldon on that right-hand side hits the ball in. And it's a good first touch there. And Archie Phillips subbed on there, just losing the ball out to Gareth Griffiths. Ball up to Henry Croft, certainly one of the danger players here for Beeston. And that is a fantastic save there by Ollie Smart, doing very well to get something behind that ball and save that. And a good clearance by Dan Faulkner to follow up. Into Croft, you can see on the replay there, and it's a good pass. It just gets floated in behind here at the end. Ball in the circle again, and decision given for East Grinstead there. Just seeing that great save again from Ollie Smart there. Very good goalkeeping. As Trevor Delora now on the left-hand side, going at speed. Beeston now up this right-hand side to the captain, Gareth Griffiths. Played into the circle, and that's well cleared there by Alex Sheldon. Just absorbing that pressure again, East Grinstead. But Beeston taking their time. Still probably got about 5 minutes left on the yellow card, I think. And Kurt now going at speed down that right-hand side into the D. What can he do now? Oh, and that was a good tackle there by the Beeston defender. And well won back by Trevor. Oh, and definitely some early umpiring that the East Grinstead players are not too happy with. But plenty of time left in this game. And Beeston now down the right-hand side. Ball played into Henry Croft. And it's laid off behind his back. Oh, and a great touch there by Dylan Holland, working hard, marking his man and getting a touch on the ball and putting it on a Beeston foot. East Grinstead with the 16. Matt Blood on the ball here. What's he going to do here? He's gone to air, up to Alex Sheldon. That's a very good lead there. Oh, and he's managed to keep that in somehow. Great bit of skill there from Alex Sheldon. Shellers with the ball into the D, picked up by Sam Knight, I believe. Bouncing around, and decision goes the way of the Beeston defender there. Unlucky, but good to see that East Grinstead are still managing to get the ball into that Beeston circle, even with that player disadvantage at the moment. Nice to see they're still attacking rather than just going for the all-out defence approach.
Shout out to Dean Curley. Good morning from New Zealand. No problem with the live stream. Malcolm on the pitch and doing well. Thanks for your support.
And Toby Stanley now on the ball for Beeston, looking to play the ball into the circle, and that's touched up. And I believe that's just been given as a 16, but that's hit Dan Faulkner quite high up there. Great ball forward by Matt Blood there. Can Sam Knight get on the end of it? Oh, and he's made a fantastic pick there in that right-hand corner. Looking to now get the ball into the... Oh, and just unfortunately behind the player he was trying to get the pass to there. But a good idea there from the boys. Dan Faulkner now one-on-one with Henry Croft, and Henry Croft has got the better of him for speed into the D, and that's a great tackle there from, I believe, Matt Blood. Looking to now clear the ball out the circle. That's well done by him there. Beeston now pressing high. Dylan Holland on the ball. Plays the ball forward. Brilliant pass to Steve Perry there. Can they get to the next layer of the pitch now? Malcolm on the ball. He's played it forward to Sam Knight again, who has been on the ball an awful lot here in the back end of this first quarter. And unfortunately, decision just going against him there. Not sure if the stream will have picked that up, but Wes Jackson, the EG coach there, calling out 1 minute left on the yellow card. Aerial ball into the circle there. And it's trapped down into the middle of the pitch, but Simon Faulkner, as always, there to clear up the ball from the East Grinstead circle, bringing the ball out well. In that corner now, and wins the foul very well there, as Beeston try and get the ball back off him. And that is East Grinstead back up to full strength, 11 players. Hugh Pembroke coming off the bench there and straight into the action. Unfortunately, 2 players coming together. Good tackle by Archie Phillips. Aerial ball by Beeston, and that's well taken down there by Dylan Holland on the far side. Up to Hugh, who's just come back on. Good play here from East Grinstead. Just moving the ball around nicely, but just not quite connecting the final pass.
Apologies about the timer, everybody. Had a little bit of a technical problem there, but we've caught up with the real scoreboard timer there. So what you're seeing on the screen is within a couple of seconds of the actual time left of this quarter.
Great pressure by Tom Tyres. Oh, he was unlucky not to get something on that there. Beeston with the majority of the possession here, but score still at 1-0 to East Grinstead. And I think that's going to be a card here, and I think that's a green card there to number 4, Toby Stanley for Beeston. So EG now with the player advantage as we're onto the umpires' watches here in the final minutes of this first quarter. Can EG capitalise now where Beeston were unable to with the 10-minute yellow card to East Grinstead there? Beeston now changing the player on the ball over, looking to waste a bit of time, and that aerial has gone incredibly high up into the night sky here, nearly bouncing over Matt Blood's head, but well taken down and dealt with. Still chance left perhaps in the dying seconds here. And that's well managed there by Kurt and Simon Faulkner. Matt Blood on the ball now. And Louis Tipper, the goal scorer, is on the ball into the middle to Kurt. Good tackle again by Beeston there. Certainly having to make a lot of tackles as East Grinstead come on the counter-attack, but so far they're doing a good job of it. As Beeston now bringing the ball forward. It's a good touch, not quite enough to slow them down. And the umpire's whistle there, signalling the end of the first quarter. For those of you who are just joining us, the score is 1-0 to East Grinstead. Louis Tipper, the goal scorer, with a very well taken backhand shot. just in the first couple of minutes, really. 10-minute card then given to Hugh Pembroke from East Grinstead. So quite a turbulent first quarter, which I think probably sets the standard for what the rest of this game is likely to be like. Very hard fought, and a lot of decisions where the umpires are going to be called into action.
As both teams come out now for the second quarter, we're only at 7 likes. As I said, you know the rules, guys. We do the live stream, you hit the like button. If you got feedback, we want to hear it, put it in the comments, but we really, really would like those likes. Thank you very much.
And we are underway in the second quarter here. Beeston still down to 10 players, but I can't imagine that there is very long on the card left at all, as it was just a green. But East Grinstead are going to try and see if they can capitalise here on the final seconds if they can. But Beeston on the ball, controlling it well so far. And Henry Croft on the ball, and that is a well taken goal there by Henry Croft. And the replay now on your screens. Ball played into the circle, just missed by the diving of Simon Faulkner, and he's done well there to get the ball away from himself, and unfortunately Ollie Smart just can't quite get there in time, but that was a well taken goal. Score now 1-1 here at St Hill. Beeston back to 11 players as well, so we're all square as we continue here. Brilliant work by Alex Sheldon into the Beeston circle and tackled well again down that baseline by, I think, Toby Stanley. He's going to with the long corner now. Out to Simon Faulkner. Across to his brother Dan. Ball played in. Oh, and that's well picked up by Kerr as he goes into the circle there. What can he manufacture here? Oh, and that's gone the opposite way of what I think everyone possibly thought it was going to be, certainly the East Grinstead players. Beeston now on the attack. What can they do here? And foot just outside the circle there of Dan Faulkner. So not the corner, but still dangerous here, as Beeston have started very fast here in this second quarter. Grinstead have managed to press out well here. Jamie Rawlins on the ball. Need to step up and see if they can win it here. And that's a great pick there by the goal scorer, Louis Tipper, as he goes forward now. Shouts of keep it from behind him. And that's actually been given against Louis Tipper there. Umpire just having a chat with Matt Blood down here on this sideline. High press from East Grinstead again. Yeah, oh, and that's good by Louis Tipper. Just tripped up there. Wins the foul this time. Hugh Pembroke on the ball. Aerial to the far side of the circle. Oh. Now, the aerial rule is a very hotly contested issue, it's fair to say. But I think the East Grinstead player might have been the intended receiver there. But East Grinstead have won the ball back again. Kurt on the ball. And played back sensibly there by Louis Tipper. Dan Faulkner bringing it forward.
Got a little shout out here. Sam Knight's mum from Scotland. Hello. It's nice to hear. And also Paul Golden will be here in 2 weeks' time, so make sure you make yourself known. We'll give you plenty of hospitality.
Great ball forward there by Hugh Pembroke to Alex Sheldon. Ball into the circle and just deflected over the baseline again for a long corner. Hugh on the ball again, up to Archie. And again, just trickling over the baseline for a long corner. Dan Faulkner into the D. Oh, and that is a fantastic touch. And believe it or not, that is Louis Tipper again getting that touch. Replay on your screens now. So we'll just see. It was a fantastic lead forward. As Dan gets the ball there, does well to get it round the Beeston forward. Very hard pass played into the circle and getting just enough of a touch to wrong foot Simon Hudwan in the Beeston goal. And that is now 2-1 East Grinstead with just under 11 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And the EG faithful have been revived on the far side. Back into song as Tom Tyres plays the ball into the circle. Oh, and just into the sideboard of the goal there. A good bit of play there from East Grinstead, just building that pressure and again finding a way to convert the chance. Louis Tipper playing very well so far, scoring both of the East Grinstead goals. Henry Croft on the ball for Beeston now. Up to the captain, Gareth Griffiths. And hit in, and I believe that hit Archie Phillips' foot there and deflected over the baseline. So still a Beeston ball. And ball just bouncing up there off Hugh Pembroke's stick into his body, and a short corner given to Beeston. First of the game, I believe. If you've watched, expect that the likely candidate for the ball here is Rawlins, but we'll have to wait and see. They have gone with the straight hit from Henry Croft before as well, so definitely options at the top of the circle. but I think number 3 on the first castle, Rawlins, will likely be the target for this first short corner here for Beeston. And as suspected, out to Rawlins. Good flick, great save, and cleared well by Alex Sheldon. That was a very good left foot save there from Ollie Smart, keeping that ball out of the East Grinstead net. And played in, and that's off a foot again. Another corner here for Beeston. Same setup here for Beeston again. Out to the of Sam Knight and Dan Faulkner. Just while we wait for this corner to be retaken, a reminder that if you can, like and subscribe. It massively helps to keep our channel on your feed and keeps you getting to see the best quality live hockey from the Premier League week in and week out, both men's and ladies. And injection again here. Will they go to Rawlins again? Knight certainly taking a peppering here as he does a very good job of getting his body on the line. But I think he might be quite sore tomorrow. But I'm sure he will go again, as Beeston setting up with the same exact setup as the previous 3 corners. Let's see where they go now. Out to Rawlins again. Drag flick, great save by Ollie Smart. Henry Croft now on the ball. Into the baseline. Ball played in. It's Rawlins just outside. Ali McGregor. A good block by Dan Faulkner, and that must have been high. Umpire says play on. Hugh Pembroke winning the free hit there for East Grinstead. That is a fantastic bit of defensive play from EG there. Done incredibly well to keep all of those short corners out. Some very good saves by Ollie Smart.
And Dean Curley's just notified us that he's taken the umpire off his Christmas list. I'm not surprised he was on it in the first place.
I agree, but does that mean he's now on the naughty list? Is that what you're saying to us, Dean? Very good play by East Grinstead, as we were just saying there. You think that Beeston perhaps should have gone to a slightly different move with that flick from Rawlins not working for a couple of times there. But East Grinstead now on the ball. Dan Faulkner deep in his own circle, being chased by Henry Croft. And it's out to Kurt here. Incredible speed there from Kurt down the left-hand side of the pitch, just in front of us here. Just loose with the pass, unfortunately, to Henry Croft, who's driving forward now, the number 11 for Beeston. Oh, and where's that gone to? Oh, and that's played across the East Grinstead circle, but to no avail for Beeston. For the people watching, you'll have just seen Sam Knight running off the pitch, asking for a substitution beneath us there. I think he's possibly feeling those 2 runs that he did on those short corners, but incredibly valuable to have someone with that kind of skill in the team. It's important to have those defensive and attacking skills, so great to have someone like that. As the ball just hits Ronan Taggart's foot there in the middle of the pitch. We have about 5 minutes left on the scoreboard clock here, so it's slightly longer than we have on the live stream clock, but not too much difference. As Beeston again trying to attack this right hand side as the ball goes off for a 16. Lovely error there by Matt Blood into Dylan Holland. As the ball's played, and Malcolm Curley there, picking the ball up and putting it skillfully onto the foot. High press again from East Grinstead. Just not quite connecting there. And ball turned over there by Beeston. Archie Phillips now into the middle of the pitch. He's been out the last couple of weeks, but has certainly come back in with some real fight and drive here. As Hugh Pembroke plays ball into the circle. And unfortunately, that has hit a Beeston player. I thought that had come off Ronan Taggart's stick there. So just a long corner there, no goal, unfortunately. Ball now on the right-hand side with Alex Sheldon. He's in a lot of space here, which is dangerous. Ball played in again. Oh, and that somehow missed everybody in the circle there. Both teams, which is quite impressive, really. As Beeston now with the 16. Just under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Score 2-1 to East Grinstead. Ronan Taggart now with the ball into the D. That's a powerful hit. Where's the ball fallen to? It's fallen to Steve Perry. And played into Simon Hudgman there with a good save coming out and closing him down. Long corner, East Grinstead. Ball played in. Oh, a great deflection by Ronan Taggart there. But again, Simon Hudgman with a good save, which has kept East Grinstead from scoring there. And umpire not happy with where that ball was taken from. So EG have to take it back to Dan Faulkner now. Oh, and the first time deflection there, not quite coming off. Here we have the replay. Oh, and that's a very good save by Hudgman there, and a great touch by Ronan. Some very good attacking play from both teams. Certainly a really high quality and high speed game as well. As Beeston now coming forward and well defended by East Grinstead. Oh, and just out of the reach of Kurt there, played by Hugh. Very unfortunate. And we've managed to get to 19 likes. One more so we can get to our target of 20 by half-time would be fantastic. Again, just keeps us at the top of the live streams and keeps us in your feed as well, so you know when games are coming up, as we have plenty more action for the rest of the season here. As Hugh Pembroke up to Trevor Delora, who's just tripped over. Ah, and unfortunate there, just going into his foot. Aerial there, taken down by Beeston in front of the dugout here. Ball played up, and Beeston now coming forward. So great touch by Alex Sheldon there. Very well defended as he manages to clear the ball as well. Umpire looking at his watch. You can't imagine there is long left here. And there we go. That is the half-time whistle as the score is 2-1 to East Grinstead. The goal scorers are... Both goals for East Grinstead were scored by number 14, Louis Tipper, and the only goal for Beeston so far scored by number 11, Henry Croft. And for those of you wondering, currently in some other scores around the league, Holcombe and Oxted is 0-0 with what looks to be just under 10 minutes left in, I assume, the second quarter there over at Holcombe. And for those of you who've been keeping up, there are also a lot of other games going on, but there was a 2-2 thriller of a game on Thursday night over at Surbiton with the rematch of the EHL round of 16 game, with this time no winner with the 2-2. Some very good goals scored by both sides, and a very good game all round for hockey fans. We'll try and see if we can get some of the other results that are going on around the league as well. But in the meantime, the score here was 2-1 at the end of the first half. For those of you who are just joining us, nice cold but dry evening here at St Hill, which is always appreciated by the fans on the far side. And early start again from East Grinstead there in the second half. Ball brilliantly played up to Louis Tipper, looking for his hat-trick, but unfortunately not quite connecting in the D there. Aerial taken down by Alex Sheldon. Beeston player didn't look to be 5, but has come away with the ball and just mistrapped off the side of the pitch there by Henry Croft. Good ball play there by East Grinstead. It's a very peculiar looking tackle there by the Beeston player. And that's been given as high, I believe. High pressure now by East Grinstead again. Ronan Taggart as the centre forward, working hard. Ball out to the right hand side. And played off. Good pressure there by East Grinstead. Matt Blood on the ball now at half back. Going into Hugh Pembroke in the middle. And East Grinstead unable to connect down the right-hand side there. So Beeston ball again. Oh, and that split right through the East Grinstead press there, but has been given away by Beeston. Malcolm Curley now on the ball. Oh, and that's a great step there, you have to say, by Toby Stanley. And Kurt just a bit too strong in the tackle there. And I believe the umpire just stopping time there and telling the East Grinstead players not to question the decisions. Simon Faulkner just telling his players there to calm down and make sure they keep their thoughts to themselves. As Kurt brings the ball forward onto Trevor, back out to Matt Blood. High press from Beeston as well. Dan Faulkner on the ball, big slap forward up to Hugh Pembroke, who lays it off very nicely. And Alex Sheldon deciding to go backwards instead. This ball out to that left-hand side with Matt Blood. He plays the ball down the line, deflected off. And played into the Beeston sweeper again there by East Grinstead. And that's well brought out as well by Toby Stanley, I believe, for Beeston. A whole raft of substitutions coming now for East Grinstead. Up on the near side. Big aerial there to Henry Croft. And played forward well to Gareth Griffiths here. And foul given just outside the 25 there. Probably a good decision to break that one down by the East Grinstead player. And that's gone straight in. Great touch, but it's fallen. Oh, and short corner given. Gareth Griffiths there somehow managing to find an East Grinstead foot, I believe, with his upright reverse. And I think this is now the 5th corner for Beeston. Don't believe Sam Knight is on the pitch yet, so I think this is going to have to be a #1 running effort by Trevor Delora. But again, it'll be interesting to see what Beeston decide to do here. They've had 4 short corners already. Have gone to Rawlins each one of those times. So I suspect we may see a routine perhaps here, or perhaps a Henry Croft from the second castle. But we shall wait and see as East Grinstead are taking their time to get the penalty corner kit on, which if you watch each week, you'll know is something of a theme. But best to be protected, because then you can run down just like Sam did in that first half. So, corner coming now. And it's injected. It's out to Rawlins again. Drag flick and a strong left. Goal. But angles there. Let's have a look at the replay and see if we can see anything different. Injection here. Drag flick, and it was a great save by Ollie Smart in that first phase. Played up into the body of Simon Faulkner. And angles-wise, that's close. A very good save by Ollie Smart after the whistle had gone. But I think that is likely going to be another short corner. Yes, they've changed their decision. Corner again for Beeston. Coming out now to Rawlins again. Drag flick. Oh, and that is a very powerful high drag flick there from Jamie Rawlins, which unfortunately could not get run down and beats Ollie Smart. So that is now 2-2 here with about 12 minutes on the scoreboard clock here, left in the third quarter. We always knew this was going to be a tight game. Lots of chances either side so far. Goal scorer there was Jamie Rawlins. East Grinstead take the pushback now and look to attack again early. Hugh with the aerial out to the right-hand side. And that's a good pick there by the Beeston defender. Archie Phillips with a good touch, but just sending it off the sideline. And that's a big aerial there, and well left by, I believe, Dylan Holland on the far side, just shepherding that one over the baseline. And here we have a replay of that short corner there for Beeston. And a good tackle there by Kurt. We'll have to come back to that replay in a second. As East Grinstead bringing the ball forward now. Tom Tyres played beautifully up to Steve Perry in the D. Played across. Oh, and again, just finding the spare player there of Beeston, who is having a very good game here so far. But it's going to be a tight fought affair. There's a huge aerial there from Jamie Rawlins, and that's well picked off by Dan Faulkner with the pressure coming from Henry Croft behind him. Good pass there to get it up to Archie. Certainly it seems that Beeston are trying to target Henry Croft as their player to get the ball. Sam Knight back on the pitch now after his excellent first running efforts in the first half. He's got a lot of space and time here. Oh, could have possibly gone into the circle there straight away, but chooses to set the play up instead. East Grinstead bringing the ball up now, nice and controlled. Kurt on the far side, and East Grinstead sideline ball. Dan Faulkner, great ball into the circle, and that has hit a Beeston foot. Great ball there by Dan Faulkner. Deliberate or not, the little skip certainly allowed it to get onto that shin pad of the Beeston player, and very well done there by the boys, as this is the first short corner for East Grinstead of the game. I don't know if Simon Faulkner is on. I think I can see him down below us, so off the top, I think we're likely to see his brother Dan and possibly Hugh. Will be interesting to see where this goes. And we have Steve Perry and Dan Faulkner off the top. I think this is likely to go to Dan Faulkner, but I don't know. May see a new routine. Section there, and I think has ended up hitting a Beeston player somewhere in there, so a long corner given, but not quite getting the attacking touch that they were hoping for there. But still, a good routine nonetheless, and the first of the corners for East Grinstead. So plenty more of opportunities, I'm sure, that will come for them. Ball hit in, oh, and a big deflection. And given as a free hit out. As that has probably gone into the car park, I think, there. But Beeston now with the ball. Played forward, first time pass. It's well taken down out the air there by the Beeston player. Out to Henry Croft on the right-hand side. Played back into Gareth Griffiths. It's very fast. Oh, and that's a great tackle by Dan Faulkner there. But Henry Croft, great save, Ollie Smart. And that's hit the Beeston player's body. That is a amazing shot by Henry Croft. Some serious power on that. But an equally impressive save by Ollie Smart to keep that out of the East Grinstead goal. Very good hockey all round. East Grinstead looking to put pressure on Beeston on their own baseline here, but managing to play out well. Just somehow finding a way to get that ball through, and it's played back in. Beeston going forward again, played forward, and that's been left by the Beeston player in the circle, but long corner. And it's out. Kurt with a good flat stick tackle there. And just seeing it over the baseline as another long corner for Beeston here. Pressure coming in that midfield area by Sam Knight. Beeston just about able to play out of it, and they've gone backwards towards the halfway line. It's their own half now, but still on the ball. As Steve looking to try and keep the pressure on, and that's good work there by Dan Faulkner, but somehow ball falling to a Beeston player, and free hit given there, well won again by Alex Sheldon. Free hit one there by Archie Phillips in the middle of the pitch. The fullbacks for East Grinstead up onto the ball. Matt Blood, will he go to air here? No, played to Dan Faulkner, who's bringing the ball forward, and he's got a lot of space to run into here. Can he get it into the circle? It's fallen. Trevor Delora played into Hugh Pembroke. Hit. Oh, and that is a fantastic goal there as the EG boys run to celebrate with the faithful on the far side who have absolutely loved that. Replay coming here. Dan Faulkner had a lot of space to run into there. Played the ball, just not quite enough of a touch from the Beeston spare player. Great decision there by Trevor Delora to play it out. And surprise, surprise, Hugh Pembroke with a cracking hit there. Something he's very well known for among the EG faithful. Very, very good goal there. Score now 3-2 East Grinstead with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. I would be surprised if that's the last goal that we see of this game. It's been a very contested game so far. Both teams attacking very well, but also defending very well. As Malcolm Curley taking down the aerial on the far side there. Played forward to Hugh Pembroke, the goal scorer just then. And he's through, and that's great. On to Trevor Delora. Oh, and he's just not been able to quite trap that one there. Another good opportunity there for East Grinstead. But just, again, not quite connecting the final pass. And East Grinstead winning the ball. Great pressure by Kurt, one of our international players, who has had a very, very good season so far to start. An incredibly valuable signing for East Grinstead. On to another one, Hugh Pembroke, who is in his second season with us here at East Grinstead. Unfortunately missed a large part of last season due to injury, but has certainly been a crucial player both in the back end of last season and in this season so far. Plenty of games left to impact as well. Henry Croft now on the ball for Beeston. Great tackle by Ronan Taggart there. Fantastic. He needs to go forwards now rather than back. Oh, and he's just not quite got that pass correct. But actually, no, it's well done by Beeston. Thought that would fall to an East Grinstead player. And lots of cheering from the far side. Just a free hit given. Kurt round the outside into the D. What can he do from here? Great skills. Beeston player on the floor. Looked to trip him up, and that was what the yellow card was given for in the first half. So, not too sure there. Great play there by Grinstead. Trevor Delora into the right-hand side of the circle. And a good touch again by Beeston. They have defended incredibly well here. Malcolm Curley, oh, very, very unlucky there. And that is a great tackle by Dylan Holland, just getting a flat stick down. Love to see that kind of tackle. Silky skills by Alex Sheldon, something we've become accustomed to seeing, and a great pass there out to Malcolm Curley. Ball in on the reverse. Oh, and that's hit the umpire, I think. Looks to have worn that quite well, and fortunately for him, that is the end of the third quarter. A very, very good quarter there by East Grinstead. Goals coming from both teams, but certainly a fantastic, fantastic quarter of hockey. And score is 3-2 with 17.5 minutes of hockey left in this game here at St Hill. A very, very competitive and tightly contested game. Certainly a very good showing for hockey all round. But hopefully we can maintain this pressure for East Grinstead and look to push on with 17.5. But Beeston definitely not going to give up, and will certainly look to come back into this game either through their sort of danger player there, Henry Croft, or off the short corners for Jamie Rawlins. They certainly backed him, and it has paid off for them in the end there with them converting from, I believe, their 6th short corner. East Grinstead with just the 1 short corner so far, unable to convert, but a very, very good game. Looking forward to a feisty final quarter of hockey. at the start of this fourth quarter now. Some sloppy play from both sides, and not a lot has happened so far. A lot of passes going awry. But Beeston now trying to see if they can bring the ball out. Well put onto a foot there by Toby Stanley. And Beeston player just being forced off the side of the pitch there by Malcolm Curley. Very good defending as Alex Sheldon now onto the ball as the East Grinstead halfback. Looking to see what he can do here. Ball played back to Dan Faulkner. Bring it forward again. Played out to the left-hand side, and there's a good track by Matt Blood in the end. Down to Kurt, who's done a good spin there with the ball nice and strong. And yeah, it's a good tackle in the end by Beeston there. Needed to perhaps release the ball slightly earlier there into some of those East Grinstead players in the D. And that, I feel that should have possibly been high, but that is a Beeston ball. Shouts of get up from Matt Blood at the back there, trying to keep the pressure on here, East Grinstead, and not just sit back and defend. There's a long time left for 15 minutes, and you feel that another goal might be needed just to eke out the pressure a bit on Beeston. Hugh Pembroke there just clipping the stick, so unfortunately giving away a foul. Lots of noise now coming from the far side of the pitch. As the EG faithful get into full swing. I'm not entirely sure I understand half of what they're saying. As the ball goes over the baseline there, but got a touch from an EG player on the way through. And this deep press here from East Grinstead, trying to keep out Beeston. There's two balls on the pitch. And I think that ball's probably going to come back on the pitch, yeah. Touched again by the EG player and put over the goal. Good hard tackling there by East Grinstead in the corner, but still on the ball for Beeston is Gareth Griffiths, the captain, as they now decide to play the ball backwards. It's a good bit of skill. Let's get around Tom Tyres. Ball played in, touched by Alex Sheldon, but it's actually slowed it down onto the Beeston player, and that has been lifted up into the body of Alex Sheldon, but given as a short corner. Umpire felt that he was kneeling down, so therefore not too high. As East Grinstead get their penalty corner kit on again here. I think 7th corner here for Beeston, so it'll be interesting to see if they stick with Rawlins, who's scored one from the 6 they've had, or if they try and see something different. And Sam Knight back on the pitch here for East Grinstead. I suspect he will be the #1 runner, looking to get all that he can in the way of Rawlins on the top of the circle. He's already worn 2 today and has self-proclaimed in a halfway through the second quarter interview with us that he was feeling it, but still he's there again, ready to go. And corner coming here, injection out to Rawlins. Great cheers from the EG supporters on the side. Ball played forward, and that's a great ball forward by Matt Blood up to Kurt, who is bursting towards the Beeston circle. What does he do now? Give credit where credit's due. They have defended incredibly well in this game so far. Just always getting enough of a touch on the ball to halt the East Grinstead attack. And now it's played forward to Gareth Griffiths, the captain. Oh, and taken down there, just a foul given, nothing more. As Dan Faulkner putting in a challenge there on Henry Croft. I think those two are becoming best of friends back there in the East Grinstead circle. Out to the left-hand side now for Beeston, down into the left corner. And that's hit into the circle. And a miss trap. Oh, nearly actually gets something towards goal. Long corner there as Henry Croft chasing down Simon Faulkner just forces him to play the ball off towards the sideline. Long corner given here. Trying to step out now and see if they can force Beeston to play backwards rather than forwards. But Beeston playing through the pressure well. And that's great defending there by Archie Phillips to bring the ball away. Aerial ball for East Grinstead, taken down by Steve Perry. And he needs some support here. He can't go all by himself. But he's done well to beat the first player. And that's off the foot, I think. And yeah, foot of the Beeston player just outside the circle. Kurt on the ball now. Needs to go 5 before he can go in. And he's done well there to keep hold of the ball. Can he get something into the circle now? Ball played in. And I think that's been given as dangerous, but not entirely sure. Played in. Oh, and that's great goalkeeping by Ollie Smart there. I mean, he's done incredibly well to get out that fast. The big man does get down very well, which is incredibly impressive. Really good goalkeeping once again from Ollie Smart. Keeps East Grinstead 1 goal ahead. Simon Faulkner with the reverse now played forward. And I think Louis Tipper has done very well to even get a touch on that ball, but unfortunately plays it over the sideline. And Beeston now in the circle. Big swing there, connected with Alex Sheldon's stick, but long corner for Beeston here. Lots of fan support here for the East Grinstead head coach Wesley Jackson from the EG Faithful on the far side. And not too long left to go in this game, but still plenty of time for quite a lot to happen. So keep your eyes peeled. Oh, and the ball just played off the sideline there by Beeston. Just under 8 minutes left as Kurt bringing forward the ball with speed again, as we so often see for East Grinstead. A lot of pressure coming though. And that's well played out of there to Dylan Holland. And he should just be careful now. Beeston leaving number 11, Henry Croft, very high in case of the counter-attack. And East Grinstead just need to make sure they know where he is, because he's certainly a dangerous player when he can get the ball. Archie Phillips there trying to bring down the aerial, but just encroaching in the 5-yard zone of the Beeston player. Henry Croft with some good skills there. Played out to... And the ball played in, and that must be dangerous yet. Even the umpire looking to take cover there on the far side. Matt Blood on the ball now inside. EG25 out to Dylan Holland. Playing the ball around well, and that's great lead there. And that felt like a lot of body contact there for a non-contact sport, but Beeston come away with the ball, and Alex Sheldon doing incredibly well to get back and win the ball. But free hit given against him there. Huge pressure coming from Malcolm Cully there, forcing the player to play the ball backwards. Louis Tipper hunting now with Ronan Taggart in the front line for East Grinstead. But ball played forward well by Rawlins. And that's a good tackle. And decision going against East Grinstead there again. Area ball, and that's gone into the circle, and that's well played away by Alex Sheldon over his head. Louis Tipper now on the ball. Played forward. And somehow the decision going against East Grinstead there, and that's going to be a card for Alex Sheldon, I believe, for some chat towards the umpire there. Not happy with the decision, but that could be costly for East Grinstead, as a 2-minute suspension with 5 minutes left is a big, big play for Beeston. So Beeston now with the player advantage for the next 2 minutes. Let's see if they can make something of it this time. Beeston playing forward well onto the foot of Trevor Delora there. Looking to go quickly. Out to Rawlins. Played around. They've got a man advantage somewhere if they can find it. Aerial ball up now to that man who is free. And it's taken outside the circle, played in and touched by Henry Croft, actually into the path of Trevor, who is now going to look to go, I'm sure, at incredible speed. Played, just again not connecting the passes. Certainly something that has been a little bit costly for East Grinstead, is those passes not quite connecting as we go forward, but still plenty of time left. And miss trap there on the baseline, and so I think that will be an East Grinstead ball. Yeah, that's an East Grinstead ball down in that far corner. Ball played in. Great first time touch. That's a good save by Ollie Smart, and the ball just falling there to a Beeston player. And unfortunately, that now means the score 3-2. Replay on your screens now as we look to see what happened there in that melee of players up in the East Grinstead circle. Good first time pass there by Beeston. And the ball into the circle there. Just bouncing around, and I think just about sneaks through. And the Beeston player was the first to the ball that dropped. Okay, and card is back on. Was costly for East Grinstead there. Can they make something now? Trevor Delora going at speed towards the Beeston circle. And good defending and played away. We have just about 3 minutes left in this game. Confirmation goal scorer was Henry Croft. It's not a long time left now for East Grinstead to try and see if they can get back on top. But definitely have the ability to do so. Henry Croft now is the lone striker, working hard up front. Dan Faulkner coming forwards to Hugh Pembroke. Hugh Pembroke still on the ball, looking to hit into the circle. It's a powerful hit, and that's gone up, and that is a short corner, East Grinstead. That is very well played there by Hugh Pembroke, just looking to get the ball into the circle. Crucial with this amount of time left to try and make the most of the chances that you have. And this time we have both Faulkner brothers on the pitch. I suspect it will be them that lines up at the top of the D, but we shall wait and see. Really crucial here for East Grinstead. Can they get back on top with a well-taken and well-timed short corner? Let's wait and see. And yeah, it is the two Faulkners on the top of the circle. So I believe that's Simon off the near castle, Dan off the far castle. It's going to be a tricky one here for Beeston to defend with the quality that East Grinstead have, but hopefully they can convert. And injection coming here from Hugh Pembroke. Well to get there first for the Beeston players. Balls come in. Hugh Pembroke. Oh, and it's saved. Yes, and that's gone in. And that is a hat-trick. Louis Tipper. Fantastic there. Getting first to the ball. And Beeston looking very dejected there on the far side. Fantastic. Well taken goal by East Grinstead. That was very good use of the corners that they've had. We have a replay here. Ball comes up off the goalkeeper, and Louis Tipper, acrobatic in the air, managing to play that one down and across the line. Very similar to one that Hugh Pembroke scored a few weeks ago, for those of you who are watching. And Beeston now electing to lose the goalkeeper and go to 11 outfield players. Clearly, they are trying to make sure they come away with something from this game. Can East Grinstead hold out? We're in the final 2 minutes, so we're on the umpires' watches. Beeston now, fast down the right-hand side. Need to be careful not to put in too heavy a tackle here, East Grinstead. Foul given. Beeston coming forward again. Ball played into the circle. Great save, Ollie Smart. Great save again. And corner given from one end to the other. This has been an action-packed game. Simon Faulkner appearing to ask a question here of what the corner was for. I think it must have got stuck under Ollie Smart there. But this could be crucial now, as I think we must nearly be out of time going towards the final play. And umpires just conferring here, I think, to check the decision. But I think they will likely stick with the short corner. Can't imagine they're likely to change their decision now, but we will wait and see. Yeah, I think corner still given. Okay, let's see. Okay, and short corner here. Darren Faulkner probably just needs to get behind the line now and focus on his defensive duties. Trevor Delora, number one running. This is going to be big here. I suspect that Beeston will go to Rawlins again. He has scored one in the game so far. Ball is injected. Beeston making a very smart decision there to go to a different option. I think just managed to get the best of the East Grinstead defence. Score 4-4. Henry Croft, the goal scorer. As you can see on your screen now, looking to kind of wrap that flick, and it's gone between the two number one runners and then unfortunately through goalkeeper Ollie Smart's legs. Big final play, you suspect, now from East Grinstead. There must be no time left. Aerial from Simon Faulkner. Doesn't go quite as far as he expects. Falls to Ronan Taggart. Going forward now. Ball into the circle. And that's been given against EG there. Ball played up by Beeston now. Up to Henry Croft. And that is the final whistle. Gutting from an East Grinstead fan perspective there, having managed to get back on top for a third time in the game. But Henry Croft, as is so often the way for Beeston, managing to score again. Final score here at St Hill. East Grinstead 4, Beeston 4.
Live for it.